it's Miss Y for Maker Monday. Today's project is going to be upcycling egg cartons into this really pretty wreath. I used all the colors of the rainbow, and you can use any colors that you like. Now the project today is going to get a little messy, and you will need a grown-up to help you with a hot glue gun. Let's get started! Here's what you need: a hot glue gun, any kind of craft paint in whatever colors you want, a pair of scissors, a variety of paintbrushes, a can or jar of water, a paper towel, 2 egg cartons, and a sturdy piece of cardboard. First, let's separate the egg carton. Pull off the lid and cut off the flap. We're going to look at the egg cartons in 2 different ways. One way is to look at these little mountains in the center. I'm going to cut out these individual little mountains. There's one type of shape. Now with my other egg carton, I'm going to look at them a little differently. See how there's 2 rows? I'm going to cut those out individually. This will give us lots of varieties of different shapes. Now let's start shaping the flower petals. Some can be pointy, some can be curved. Use your imagination. I like to think of the circle part as the bottom of the flower, and I'll make little cuts here and there to open the petals up. Here's that part of the egg carton that was in the center. It's a lot more tall and narrow. I'm just using my scissors to sculpt and carve these shapes into flowers. I'm really just focused on the overall form of these flowers. It looks really cool to put one inside the other. Play around with them and see what combinations you like. Now it's time to paint. Get your brush out and your paints, and let's start painting the front and the back of each one of your shapes. I like to combine colors. Here I'm adding some yellow just on the tips of this flower. If you're using 2 different colors, make sure to let the first layer dry before adding the second color. Don't worry, it does dry quickly. Paint them any kinds of ways that you want. I'm kind of blending 2 colors together, but you are the artist, you decide what your flowers look like. Paint your flowers any color or any pattern that you like. Allow the paint to dry. Now it's time to figure out how big our wreath is going to be. Arrange your flowers on a piece of cardboard and figure out how big to cut your cardboard out. Now before we add the flowers to the wreath, we need to connect these pieces. Have a grown-up help you put hot glue on your flowers so they're all one piece. Next, cut out your cardboard into the size that works best for your design. I'm cutting a nice big circle, and I'm just trimming it down until it looks good. Now arrange the flowers and make sure they fit nicely. To cut out the center, I'm using a marker to mark where the center circle should be, and I'm going to cut that out too, just like a donut. Next, add hot glue on the bottoms of each of the flowers and add them to the donut. Make sure you're happy with the order that they're in so that it looks really good. Make sure to get a grown-up to help you. You'll probably need some extra leaves to fill in the wreath. I'm going to use the extra flap that we cut off earlier to cut out these leaf shapes. I also discovered I could make these fun little patterns. So I'm going to use this as filler too. It's not an actual flower, but I like the way that they're shaped. Add some color to the leaves and allow those to dry. Okay, now is the finishing touches. We're going to add these extra leaves and extra petals to make the wreath look nice and full. I really like how it looks when it pops off of that donut that we cut out. That was super, super fun. Make sure to like this video and subscribe so you get to do a new art project every week. See you next time!